can't play. I can't go. Load management. Tell me what I said. Tell me what I said. During the playoffs. But sorry, sir. That's not going to work for me. Why? Because Kawhi Leonard has shown you this before. He has shown you he's got hurt. He's shown you this in the playoffs. Get hurt in the playoffs. No one can prepare. No. There is no game prepared to be hurt in the playoffs. He got hurt in the playoffs the last time he was called. You cannot prepare to be a player and say, you know what? I'm going to go into this.
What does strength mean to a ninja? What does it mean to be the
Because at the end of the day, the man has proven over and over again. Stop. Hold on.
Look at I say in the conversation.
I'm going to ask you a question, dog. I'm going to ask you a question, dog. Did Kawhi Leonard get hurt in the playoffs with the San Antonio Spurs? Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
Did Kawhi Leonard get hurt in the playoffs with the Toronto Raptors? Yes or no?
I want to say he had an injury when he played.
Yeah, he was limping. That's right. Don't get it twisted. Get it right. Okay. Did Kawhi Leonard get hurt 2 years ago in the playoffs when he was killing?
Yes, he got hurt. He got hurt
again this year. So once again, I have proven, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that he has a history of not only load managing in the regular season, just like Dom said yesterday, the day before, and I have Chilltown as my witness. He said I had no problem with him load managing during the regular season if
he's going to play in the playoffs.
Hold on. If that's going to give me Pete Kawhi and give me to win one of the rings in the postseason. And I told you and everybody else that was in here talking for you. I told you. I said, listen, the bottom line is this. All that load managing don't mean nothing because with Kawhi, it's always collide. You never know when it's going to pop up, but with him, it's going to hit you. And Fluid know it best. If the left one don't get you with Kawhi, the right one will, baby. And the right one got him this time. Because guess what? Game time decision, I ain't playing tonight. You guys go out there and do it by yourself. And guess what, sir? It cost the LA Clippers this series because now this thing is over. And all that load management that you came in here condoning for, when me and Chilltown told you that it wasn't supposed to get down like that, it don't mean a damn thing because Kawhi Leonard still gonna get hurt when the series and when the big thing is on the line, sir.
Why are you surprised? Hold on. Did I not tell you yesterday? Why did you not play tonight because of load management?
I'm not
Did I not tell you this?
Hold on. Can I just ask a question? I'll let you ask a question. Please let me ask a question. Who debated that load management? What was it that I said that was such an issue? Because from what I can regulate, what I said was I have no issue with Kawhi Leonard managing if they're going to put him in a position to be a great player in the playoffs, give us a chance to win. Now, if Kawhi low managing in the regular season is doing nothing for him, and it's not doing nothing for him, but if he's still going to low manage in the playoffs, we can have a conversation. I was in it with the low management of Kawhi, we can have him in certain conversations, talk about him among certain players. What did I say?
No, that's double talk. No, that's double talk right there. Yes, it is. That's double talk. That's double talk right there. That's double talk right there. The reason why you load manage him, so when the playoffs come, he's prepared. There's a problem with that. he's already had a history of injury, which means that he's gonna break down at some point in the playoffs. So what is the purpose of load managing him if this is gonna happen anyway? That's the point. And what you're doing is you double talking us. You're trying to have it both ways, and you can't have it both ways. That's exactly what you're trying to do. You're telling us that 1 minute we're load managing him until the playoffs where he can be healthy, and then you're telling us that once the playoffs go, how can we get prepared for somebody getting hurt? He's had a history of this. You've seen it. What do you mean how can we prepare for this? You know what it is. That's why you load managing him. That's a fact. You low manage him in the best position. That's just keep playing. Now, if he still gets hurt, which you know he's going to do, that's fine. You have an injury-prone player, and you went about it the way you're supposed to go about it with an injury-prone player. You low manage him. You gave him the least amount of time possible to have his body ready. If his body still breaks down, guess what we can do at the end of the season? Have a conversation. Is it still worth having a game? How many conversations are we going to have, sir? We've been doing this for years now. We know who this guy is. That's why we load manage. How many conversations are we going to have? So it's a Clippers problem. Because the Clippers need to now realize this has happened, what, 3 times? 2-3 times for us? Let's go ahead and trade him. It's a Clippers problem now. Now they have to figure out what they're going to do. I never once said, oh, nah, people are bugging. No, just give him as much time as he needs. Let's keep running it back. I've never made any of those claims. All I said was, if we're talking about low management for Kawhi, guess what? I'm all for it if he's going to play in the playoffs. But he's not. This is the second time after coming off the 1.5 playoffs where he didn't do it. Before the playoffs, I said, I need to see what I get from Kawhi. But you haven't seen him in the playoffs in over a year and a half. He might not be the same guy. He goes out, he balls, and I'm like, I bet he still got it. Let's just hope he stays healthy. He's not healthy. I am all for having a conversation.
That was the issue.
What's the cap?
Your ass was capping. Like I said before.
Did I say he wasn't going to get injured?
Oh,
Is that what I'm saying?
Did I say he wasn't going to get injured? You come in here, I'm going to be on both ways. Wherever you go. You can I say he wasn't going to get injured? You can I say he wasn't going to get injured? Bars, man. That's what you need for me. You can't tell me anything right.
Yeah, I don't know if Bart is the easy way out.
Joe, I wanted to ask you. Are you saying? I don't want to misquote. Are you saying Kawhi gets completely
yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's exactly
in life, we are all going to die. That's good. Does that mean we should just go out taking every risk possible? And
yes. Live your life.
You don't just put yourself in a situation where you have to risk.
No, you're not gonna
die anyway.
You're not gonna.
Why play everything going to increase the chance of him getting hurt?
Correct.
Playing less games, more to lead, in theory, is meant to extend how we do things.
Right.
Correct. Them doing that doesn't mean it's never going to be posted. It doesn't mean that. But what they are doing is trying to extend how we do things. Right. Them load management is the purpose. That doesn't mean we'll never get into the regular. But that's the only way they can do it. They play him in the regular, he's just going to break down the March.
Which is fair. However, the difference is that when he breaks down, they load managing him for the most important part of the season, which is where he breaks down. That doesn't help us. So we might as well just play him and see how much we can get out of him. Because ultimately, he's going to break down. And if he's going to break down at the most important part of the season, what the hell are we load managing for?
And chill out. They're not keeping it real because this is another team Mars don't play basketball. But one Gilbert Arenas walked us to the fourth round. He's right. These are OG in the game. The reason why these dudes are getting hurt is because most of these dudes ain't in real shape. They don't work out like they used to work out. So when you're not in real shape, our coaches are always telling me, say, man, coach, why you always got to practice all the time? Son, if you ain't practicing, you ain't real. You just go out here and gonna get hurt. Period. So most guys, the reason why they were able to play all those games, because they were in supreme shape. These guys were in elite shape and they were ready to roll. These guys now, they faking, they doing it for the gram, but they're not in real shape and they're not ready to play 85 games, and that's why they complain. You never heard the OGs complain about it. They have less science, less technology, less sports medicine, less all of this. They have worse tennis shoes and everything, and they were still playing 82 games and playing more minutes per game. And they were playing more back to back.
So you think Kawhi isn't in shape?
They're playing all the playoffs, dog.
So you think Kawhi isn't in shape?
I think what?
Do you not think Kawhi is in shape?
No! I saw him coming in the season. Kawhi was like a football player coming in the season.
And what do you look like going into the playoffs? What do you look like going into the playoffs?
Just because you strong and look good, don't mean you in shape. Those first 3 or 4 months, hold up, Martin. Those first 3 or 4 months, Kawhi was not in basketball shape.
3v4.
Going into the playoffs.
3v motherfucking 4.
I heard you and I asked a different question.
4 of my kills got stolen. 3 or 4 of my kills got stolen. And I did that motherfucking shit. I did that motherfucking shit. All we needed was 1 motherfucking healer. That wood dragon, they can't fuck with that wood dragon.
Respect your elders. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to lay it to you right here. This is what your ass don't understand about basketball. The reason why you need to play the games during the season, Shannon jackass, is because you build up your shape to be able to deal with the rigors of the playoffs. So through the regular season, it gets your body in shape to be ready for the playoffs. Not trying to get in shape.
So all you have to do was answer my question, and you could have just said no. I literally asked you, was Kawhi in shape going into?
No, he's not.
There you go. There you go. All you have to do. All you have to do is say no.
Hold on. That's why we're saying load management don't work, because when you play less games and then you throw guys out here, and that type of environment is going to catch up with you in the playoffs. You have to go through the season to be ready in order to get to those points. Because guess what? You're playing on a scale where most of the other guys, they are playing the regular season. So when they get to the playoffs, they're in better shape than you. They're ready to go. Their bodies are more stronger than yours. So if you understand this, think about this. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have not played in a playoff game together since April of 2021. That's insane. Kawhi Leonard has not been playing basketball, bro. You don't just put down a ball on an NBA level, don't play, and then come back and say, hey, well, I'm going to come off the bench and play a few games, start the season. Then I'm going to take off a whole month and a half. Then I'm going to come back fluent. I'm going to play, now I'm going to play, some games I ain't going to play back-to-back fluent. Then we got to come to the playoffs, where we're playing every other day, and my body can't handle it. Why? Because I didn't build it up to get to that point. Learn basketball and stop playing with the big dogs when we party.
You haven't said anything that you're genius basketball mind.
You don't understand it because you never
played. I haven't said any. I asked you one question, and all
my point to you was my point was really to Damo. It's this. I said Damo was capping, and this is the reason why I said that, bro. When he talking about load managing during the season, bro, Chilltown will tell you this, bro. During the season, yes, guys you may think you're tired going into the postseason, but what it's doing is it's building up your body in order to get to that point where you need to be in that elite shape going into the postseason. So you're in a rhythm, you're ready to go. When you have a lesser time of preparation, your body isn't as ready, and that way you're more prone to injury. So when you're ready,
let me give a different analogy, and I don't necessarily agree with everything you're saying, Ticket, but I'm going to use a baseball analogy for you. Back in the day, pitchers used to pitch 9 innings, and their bodies got used to pitching 9 innings, and they always pitched 9 innings, and you saw them pitch 9 innings. In today's game, they pitch 6, and they're pulled. They have pitch counts. Well, your body never has gone 9 innings, so if you ever try to go 9 innings, your body just doesn't know what to do because it's never been there before. So what Ticket's trying to say is that when you allow these players to load manage, your body doesn't learn how to play through those 82 games, to play through those little injuries. It thinks, oh, when I have a hangnail, it's time to stop. Oh, when I hit 60 games, it's time to stop. And your body, like your muscles, which have memory, will continually say, oh, I'm only playing 60 games. Oh, every time I got a hangnail, I got to stop. Okay. And that's what you're teaching your body. It has a memory. So I'm not saying I agree with this Ticket and Chill, because I have agreements and disagreements on.
I do.
But
I do.
Let me finish.
I agree with it.
But if
I think everyone
you
agrees with that.
play
That's what
80, if you continuously play 82 games, play through minor injuries, your body will then adapt and learn how to live with that. And what has happened with some players, and here's the problem: some players just don't have the genetics. Kawhi Leonard just might be fragile, right? Whereas Nolan Ryan, again, I'm using a baseball, just might be a freak of nature and he can play every game. There are those exceptions too, but if you don't try to get to that point where you can play 82 games and the whole playoffs and play through injuries, your body will never do it if you never teach it to.
Yeah, you explained adaptation, and no one is disagreeing with that. You don't need to play basketball to understand adaptation. That's
Right.
Right. The reason I asked about Kawhi is he has degenerative needs. He can't play. He cannot, like, I'm asking about Kawhi being play because he's so has a limit on how much he can play. That's why I understand adaptation.
I think the thing that we completely forgetting about is that his injury is a lot worse. His injury came in 2018 when he was in San Antonio. When he told San Antonio that knee was a lot worse than what they were telling him. The doctors told him, "Yo, I'm good." The doctors told him, doctors told everybody, he's good, he can play. He even got into a spat with his teammates, which caused him to get traded. Why? Because he's telling everybody, this knee is worse than what you guys are telling him. So in Toronto, he's there, and they're telling him, we realize that this injury isn't what everybody says it is. It's actually worse. What we're going to do is we're going to manage you so you can play a full game, and once the playoffs start, if we can get as much out of you as we can possibly get, then we're going to be great. Everybody looked at Kawhi Leonard and thought that when he saw him in the playoffs, that he couldn't be breaking down. Number one, he's 27 years old, and he was so damn good. So there's no way this dude could be breaking down. Only except he was. And he was breaking down 2 years before that. Then we fast forward to 2021, where he's with the Clippers, and he's still breaking down, and it's getting worse. And it's getting progressively worse, which would explain why he tore his knee up. So now here we are, 2 years later, where we're surprised that this is happening. I'm not surprised this is happening. I personally think he's going to have to leave in 2 years. I don't think he's going to hold up. I think his injury is way worse than what we think it is, and I don't think he's going to hold up. But we get mad, and we get sucked into the logic that he's so good that he's just going to continue to do this. Then when I got to listen to logic of, Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the playoffs. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's a lot less difficult for me to get on a crew for 2 games and look awesome as opposed to a dude who's been playing for 82 games and gets into the playoffs. It's a lot less difficult for me.
That nigga is not the best player in the playoffs.
Every LGBTQ young person can thrive. So that's okay. I'm trying to take you through and maybe
Thank you. Thank you, boyfriend.
Pinto.
Gotta get it over.
Back me up.
Oh, D. What move was that? It sounded, oh, it's probably Karama.
Back me up. Hey! Gather up. Hey! Yo! Cellular extraction jutsu. How do I like to play?
Thank you. That was most hated J. Most. Let heal it. Most lit healer. Oh snap.
What'll it be?
Mr. Clean Magic erases your powers through tough messes.
Makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. No, I didn't.
Ready? Go.
Everyone is raving. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is a roller coaster of
When we measure the finals opponents, because you like competition, right, Tiki? You always talk about the areas, you talk about competition, you talk about level of competition when you question modern day players like Jokic, right? And so you be quick on them on who the competition at the center position. Well, let me ask you about competition. Who has the better competition in the finals, Tiki? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
How so? Well, when I say this fact, I'm not talking.
And you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. The difference was Marcus Camby was on the team the next year. So was Andre Miller. You added a defensive player of the year.
Who was on the roster?
Here's the way. No, stop. Here's the bull you be spitting.
Carmelo Anthony, before he came to the New York Knicks, had a winning record against LeBron James in the NBA regular season. What the hell did that mean? It meant nothing. It don't accumulate to much at all. No one thought Melo was better than Braun or whatever the case may be on the domination of teams. No, Melo should have been Rookie of the Year. I would argue that Melo should have definitely won Rookie of the Year.
Those first 2 years, he was ahead of LeBron. Then LeBron laughed him and went ahead of him after that. Those first 2 years,
It was never a point in Carmelo Anthony's career.
He was leading that
He was not better than James.
Rookie year,
No,
not better than James.
Melo had a better rookie year than LeBron James. That's the only one I could give you, though. That's it.
You capital out records.
Melo should have won Rookie of the Year.
You won platinum tonight, Lo. You were capital out records.
Hey, PlayStation. Start a party.
Hey, guess what?
He had a better team, right?
No. They both had the same record the year before. Melo made his team go to the playoffs, though.
I'm the legend of winning right now.
Keep going. Keep going.
They had the same record when they got drafted.
Yeah, they did.
Went to the West, to the top of the West.
Get to the playoffs. Facts.
The first 2 years, he should have won Rookie of the Year, and the next year he took his team to the playoffs while your king was sitting at home licking his wounds. Now,
Two games over 500, and they were outside the playoffs.
All I'm giving him is year one.
That's it. I'm not giving him one.
Year one.
Denver and Cleveland had the same record the year that they got drafted. I get it, but they had the same record because everyone's going to bring up wins and losses. They had the same record. And Melo played more games, scored more points, had more rebounds. His team got more wins.
I think he's the only rookie, Tony. I'm glad you mentioned rookie. He's the only rookie. I think that Carmelo Anthony is the only rookie. He's the only rookie to be Rookie of the Month 5 times and not be Rookie of the Year. He's the only rookie to do that.
Wasn't he every month?
He missed it 1 month. He missed it 1 month. He's the only rookie. I think after what's the kid that's in Oklahoma City? Josh Giddey. Him and Josh Giddey. So they're the only 2 guys to be Rookie of the Month 5 times and not be Rookie of the Year. I thought that was interesting.
There's a case for Carmelo with that rookie year. Other than that,
Exactly.
That's as far as I'm going. I ain't going past that. That's
The
it.
second year LeBron didn't make the playoffs either.
He had a better team.
Because of him.
Yo,
hold on. We need to hear Lowe's rebuttal. Hold on. I need to hear from Lowe.
First of all, they weren't the same team. Marcus Camby only played 29 games in the previous season. He played all 72. He didn't have Andre Miller either. It was not the same team.
That matters, bro. That matters, Ticket. That absolutely matters.
Hold on. Let's go to make it to the playoffs. We had an all-defensive level player on the team. Coming to the roster on your team, and on top of the facilitator on your team, which is something that Carmelo Anthony needed practically to retire to do. So the team that said they were the exact same team, they were not the same team. That's not what that. He had a defensive player in the year caliber on his roster?
No, he did not.
Nobody would have defensive player equal Melo in second year. But if you're going to name one side, name the players that were
No. You made it seem as if like when Melo got on the team, they automatically they made it to the playoffs because Melo was so many other pieces.
They won the same amount of games as LeBron won.
Okay, and you're not listening to me. The difference was Marcus Camby was on the team the next year. So was Andre Miller. You added a defensive player of the year on the roster. Stop. Here's the bullshit you be spitting.
No,
we can stay here and wasting a bunch of time. You see him favor for dominant matches. No, stop. You say him favor for dominant matches. The players he had on his roster and all that other bullshit. Now all of a sudden they come to LeBron and Carmelo Anthony. You skipping over a defensive player of the year candidate. That's bullshit.
Let me give you the same argument. Hold on, let me give you the same argument. When I said Melo had a better rookie year, I said because he had more points, more assists, played more games, etc., etc. When you go to year 2, Melo stays about the same. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. No, don't say thank you.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
It's not good. Hold on, because in year 2, LeBron goes from 20 points a game to 27. More games. Not the team. He plays better in year 2. As an individual, he plays better.
and why he wasn't able to win. Now when it comes to LeBron's team, now all of a sudden teammates, they don't really matter as much. He just didn't make the playoffs, that's it. So the team that they were on,
Hold on. This, I'm like, this is extra rotisserie right here. So if you look at LeBron's team that second year, he's talking about Marcus Camby. Now pull up Marcus Camby's stats. Now watch this. He's talking about defensive player of the year. That second year, LeBron James had his one stick out. He also had he had 9.2 rebounds. He also had Jeff McGinnis, who averaged 12.8 points, 5.1 assists. And he also
shit, I'm God.
Four dudes double figures. But when you talk about Marcus Camby, now pull up Marcus Camby's average and compare it to Drew Gooden.
Four guys scoring in double digits.
Not only did why are we leaving out the fact that that team improved by 27 games, and that was primarily due to LeBron James. Wait. In 04, the scoring teammates around that was four.
Like I said.
Bro, in his sophomore year was 4 players on Melo's
I said in LeBron's second year.
I just said second year for Melo as well. I just said second year.
So hold on. How many blocks do you have to take every day?
It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. We don't even have to do that. You know why we don't have to do that? He averaged 3 blocks. Not only averaged 3 blocks between 06, 07, right? He's leading the league, but he averaged 3 blocks in 04.
He averaged 2.1.
So not only that.
Lo, let me ask you a question though.
No, stop. There's no way we're arguing if Ilgauskas was the same defender as Marcus Camby.
No, I'm not even giving No, they're not close at all. Marcus Camby, he's a Knick to me. He's a Knick. I'm not worried about it. Let me ask you one question. I'm just talking about Melo and Braun rookie year. You think Braun? You don't think Melo should have won that, or at least Cole?
If you want to say Cole, or if you want to say he should have won it because he won more games, sure. Which I think is a bit inconsistent how they go from year to year.
Not with rookie of the year. Like for it to be that close with them two and one team catapult. No matter if they had Andre Miller, Marcus Camby, which they did, and he catapulted them to that playoff. His play. So Melo's the reason still that they made it to the playoffs that year.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing that. He won 8 more games.
So just that you are totally correct on sophomore year, but rookie year, Melo should have got that, or at least Cole.
Sophomore year, LeBron so improved. Why didn't he make the playoffs? Why did Melo still make
worse? No, he was worse.
Melo was playing in a tougher conference. I don't want to hear no excuses. Melo was playing against Kobe. He was playing against all them other dudes in the West. Tim Duncan.
In year two, ticket. The team's records are close within a couple, but LeBron played significantly better than Melo. He averaged 7 more points, 4 more assists, 2 more rebounds.
But why did it have a better effect on making the playoffs?
That's the supporting cast.
Was the East easier than the West? We just said that, right?
Worse. His team was worse.
That's a goddamn man.
Time to test my strength. Ready for this? That's the spot.
Thank you. Oh shit. Holy shit. Catching a flag, goddamn.
Wanna fight?
That dude did his thing.
Do your best.
Game of basketball. Add KD on there. Dude doesn't even average 10 assists. So you would do this faster than those guys. Average 10 assists. And then the year that Clay doesn't play, what happened? I mean, the game went to absolute doo-doo. So, I mean, can we even put him on Dennis Rodman level? You put Dennis Rodman on any team, he's getting you 15 to 18 rebounds. You put him on any team, he's giving you the same energy. You put him on any team.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What was Dennis Rodman on the Spurs?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, J. Will. No, led the league rebound. No, he wasn't. Led the league rebound. No, he didn't.
But what was his impact on the Spurs winning? That's what I'm talking about. He put him on every team. He said put him on every team.
Well, let's say this. Watch this right here. When you look at that situation with the Spurs, you got to look at the Spurs and say, okay, we said championship. You didn't get to the playoffs.
I don't know what the Spurs did. I think I don't even know what the Spurs did with Rodman.
What they did was they kicked the reporter in the nuts.
Okay, first of all, that's not, whoa, stop right there. Hold on for a second. That's not true. No. See, first of all, I think when Dennis Rodman kicked the reporter, he was with the Chicago Bulls. That was when, I think Dennis Rodman, from what I understand about the situation, San Antonio was like a Bible Belt type of town. And with Dennis Rodman, participating in activities such as wearing the wedding dress, wearing the makeup, doing a lot of things that at that time, see, back then in the 90s, those things could get you canceled. Because it just wasn't popular to do. It wasn't just popular to do those types of things publicly. And Dennis Rodman was the only one just kind of being flamboyant with some of those things. So if it wasn't for the Bulls actually taking on Dennis Rodman could have easily been out the NBA. There was not a lot of suitors. They were trying to get rid of him, and there just wasn't a lot of people looking to take him on. So from my understanding, that's one of the reasons why he was forced out of San Antonio. It was just, again,
the town, the San Antonio, was more of a conservative town, and they was not, they was not jiving with some of the things that he was doing. We've all seen how he is, the makeup, all the crazy women. There was rumors circulating around the NBA that he might be homosexual. There was so many flags that they just would not want to be associated with the San Antonio Spurs. It absolutely had nothing to do with his skill. Dennis Rodman played today. He would probably be lauded. He would probably be one of the biggest NBA players, especially if he's running around wearing makeup, dressed as this, that, and other, and still being one of the best defenders in the league and grabbing 20 rebounds a game. I'm talking about he would have been celebrated. So I think it was just a different time, and I think at that time he was scolded for those things as opposed to now where he would be celebrated. Let's go ahead. I don't know what he's going to say similar to what I said. That's just what I read about the situation. Remember, he was a player who played on that offense. He may have some better insight.
Roger, the healers. What was the point of that?
I was about to say that, but number two, we're not going to give it all to them.
No, number two,
not at all, not even close.
Just to give you
a 5, but anyways.
And just to give you a quick backstory, Dale, just so you know, when he was in San Antonio, they did go to the Western Conference Championship, and Olajuwon dominated Dave Robinson in that Western Conference Championship. So, and that was the furthest that they had gone with that crew when Dennis got on the crew. After Dennis got off the crew, they went the other way. And when I say the other way, I'm talking about in addition to injuries, they were at the bottom of the Western Conference without him.
They had a terrible run of injuries and bad luck. That's how they ended up with Tim Duncan. Terrible.
Right.
So we're not going to just attest to Dennis Rodman leaving because the fact of the matter is him saying how did Draymond, two things he said that was the craziest thing to me. Him saying Draymond alone, we're not looking at Draymond to be a leader. Like we're not going to judge Dennis Rodman if his pieces is not with him. So we can't bring that up with Draymond, judging him without his score. We're not judging Dennis Rodman without his good score. That's one. You can't bring up Draymond passing the ball to Steph and Clay when Dennis Rodman is on the team with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
I think that.
Right.
Like
who wins. That is like an ether tape right there. That is like, that right there completely throws Ticket TV's logic in the garbage can. And that's actually something that I didn't even really consider myself. I mean, that's a great take right there, what he just said. And he alludes to the fact that you can't really say Rodman was this great player, yet he played alongside Jordan and Pippen. And then even when he was in Detroit, look at the bad boy Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and a lot of great players over there. And then even when he was in San Antonio, he's still alongside David Robinson, Sean Elliott, Vinny Del Negro, Avery Johnson, a lot of great talent there as well. So it's not like I think he made a great point right there. I think this alone right here absolutely just obliterated anything that Ticket TV said in regards to, and he alluded to Draymond not being the same player when Clay and Steph were there. As if Dennis Rodman could still be the same Dennis Rodman if he wasn't surrounded by Jordan and Pippen. I would have loved to see that. Could Dennis Rodman carry a team by himself? Does anybody agree that Dennis Rodman could have elevated his game to a level where he could have carried a team if Jordan and Pippen would have somehow went down with an injury, or if he was on the Pistons and Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars go down with injury? Do you think Dennis Rodman could have changed his game to supplement for some of the things that they did in regards to upping his scoring and doing other things that we've never seen him do? So I think you made a great point right there. That alone right there kills Ticket TV's whole point. We're going to go ahead and finish hearing him out.
Mike, if you ask me who's the better player, I hold Dennis Rodman in very high regard. One of the greatest, if not the greatest rebounders ever. One of the best defensive players, if not the greatest defensive player ever. I actually have him won. But influencing the team, here's what I know. So I always look at what I know. I know the Warriors, but you can't have Draymond as the number 3 option on the team. I get it. He's not that guy. But he did so much for that team. They can't win those chips without him. I saw Scottie and Pip win with Horace Grant. I saw them pre-beat with someone else. So I know that they could win without Rodman. I get it. It was a few years separated, but that's why I slight edge to Draymond, because I can't see the Warriors winning without him. I saw the Bulls do it without him.
Anthony, I disagree. I think if you put any solid big man in that position, for example, if you was to put a guy like just an average big man who just made a couple of All-Star teams, same as him.
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
On the Warriors or the Bulls?
Paul Millsap. If you just replace him with Paul Millsap in his prime, I think
with Draymond?
Paul Millsap made 4 All-Star teams.
No. Listen, I am not a fan of Draymond, but that man is a primary ball handler. He does the dirty work. He does all the stuff. No, Paul Millsap.
See, this is where it starts to get comical right here. See, because when y'all hate for Draymond Green, I don't think the people on this panel understand the level of hate that Take the TV has for Draymond Green, right? Let's preface this hate.
Come on.
This is a man that said on live streams that Draymond Green is ugly and not attractive. This is what he said. His hate is to the core of Draymond.
He said Draymond Green's unattractive mostly.
And so when you have this type of deep, emotional hate that could potentially be borderline some form of some type of, sexual attraction or something like that.
Absolutely.
That you're gonna have outlandish takes that absolutely make no sense. So he's alluded to the fact that Draymond Green can be replaced by any big man. He said any average big man. First of all, he said any average big man is made of you on. I don't know a big man that you can consider average if he's running around making all-star games. Right? So most of this, but then he tries to allude to the fact that he can take all bills and replace him with Draymond Green and the Warriors still have that. We're going to go ahead and finish up because I want to hear the panel's reaction. I think that's what I'm going to take. We all know Draymond Green has a much more impactful presence in the NBA, much more impactful than anything that Paul Millsap has ever done. But let's go ahead. Let's see how the panel reacts to it. Maybe there's a few people on this panel that actually agree with it.
Hold on. Let Jim Will step in for a second. Paul Millsap is your friend. If you compare Paul Millsap to Draymond Green, you might as well compare him to Steph. Not only that, Jay, this is different because we're talking about Draymond, who got on the Golden State Warriors when they were whack and they built the camaraderie. That's not true. He got them in 2012. They had won one playoff series, and you got to look. Oh boy, who? Right? Which means that it was whack. So does that mean?
Yeah.
Why did he shoot 38% from the field? Why the dude couldn't hit? Why he couldn't start his 3-pointers anymore? He shot 27% for the 3-point line.
How much did he shoot? How much percentage did he shoot this year? How much percentage he shot this year from three?
I don't know what he shot this year. So
it's probably the same as 27. So it's not breaking the stats that
what did he do? The year you took
We agree. He can't be a number 2 option. Neither can Dennis.
And nobody's saying it. Nobody's saying it.
A season that already started when you know,
I gotta put me in lava during the ice nervous.
Clay Thompson was going for a full season.
What happened to the season with
two seasons? Dennis Rodman was not there. Dennis was not there.
We talk about Dennis wasn't there when
he was begging like he took that.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
What dragon
I
jutsu?
asked you, what did Draymond Green do when Klay Thompson went away? That's the other thing that y'all do, right? So what I told you, what did Michael Jordan do when Scottie Pippen was out with Dennis Rodman?
Well, first of all, with that being said, now what you're doing is you mix the apples with oranges, because now you asking me to do Clay's job, you asking me to do Steph's job when Steph was out, you asking me to do Clay. None of these things are my job. I am not a scorer. I've never been. Once again, well, yes, he is a Hall of Famer. You know why he's a Hall of Famer? Because it's called the Basketball Hall of Fame ticket. It's not the one-on-one Hall of Fame. It's not the scoring Hall of Fame. Because all of your logic. Wait a minute. Hang on for a second, ticket. Your logic is based strictly off the fact of what Dre did when these guys were out of the lineup offensively. That's all you're talking about. You're not talking about any part of his impact. You're not talking about.
I heard you on here before say to be an All-Star or to be a Hall of Famer, your game should travel. You think Draymond Green do the same thing when he's for the Pistons? You think Draymond Green do the same thing with Orlando Magic?
Well, that's
This is a key. This moment right here that you guys are about to hear. I want you guys to keep this thought in your head as we even progress into the LeBron and Jordan conversation. Listen to what Tiki TV just said. He said, do you think Draymond Green's game can travel? He said, do you think Draymond Green can do the same thing with Detroit or Orlando? And he's basically naming other teams. He's alluding to the fact that he's alluding to the fact that Draymond Green can only be great playing with Steph and Clay. Right? So he's basically saying you plug any power forward in there with Steph and Clay, that power forward's going to be great. Even though we saw Kelly Oubre in that position and he couldn't be great. Even though we saw Eric Pascal in that situation, he couldn't be great. Looney has had his time at that position. He couldn't be as great. I mean, there have been other power forwards in that particular position. Even David Lee. And David Lee wasn't even as great as what Draymond was when Draymond got plugged into that system. So, I mean, there have been a lot of guys that have been plugged into that system and have not come close to having the same impact as Draymond. But again, that's a point that I'm sure the panel can pick apart tonight. I want you guys to lock in your brain what he said. Because again, what we're going to do is, again, I know talking about Tiki TV's talking points and basketball takes is like low-hanging fruit. But just like we did with the Jordan Post in the stream that we did on FYO Sports Live, when we talk about the hypocrisy, what we do is we're going to use his own logic to showcase the hypocrisy in his takes. And it just kills everything that he says about almost any player in a negative connotation. So I want you to keep, especially this portion of the video, in your minds. Now, he's talking about Draymond. And because Draymond Green hasn't done X, Y, and Z on multiple teams, in multiple systems, this is why he doesn't believe he's a Hall of Famer. Right? This is what I want you guys to lock this in your brains. We're going to continue playing because, again, I think I've heard it up to this point. The Patterson absolutely decimated. It's a thing. But this is a something really could have capitalized on calling him out and being extremely hypocritical. But we failed to do so. But we're going to continue to play it, and then we're going to progress it over to the Jordan conversation after the
same thing. And the reason why that's not the same thing is because Dennis Rodman didn't just go from the Pistons to Oklahoma City. He went from playing with the Pistons to playing with David Robinson, to playing with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. So it wasn't a situation where Dennis went to a super level. He didn't just do that. So it's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Because you're comparing apples and oranges. You know why? Because Dennis, not only did Dennis Rodman grow up with that situation, Draymond grew up with that Golden State Warrior team. And now you're asking him in year 11, when this game has already been established, to get on a Philadelphia team where they're doing something completely different. And you're asking him to do what he was doing with the Golden State Warriors. Now, what is it? It's not.
Do you think Draymond Green could adapt and change his game to be able to be that type of person? When I think about a Hall of Famer, I think about a dude, I agree with you there. You put him in any situation and he don't think he is.
Right.
I don't think he was
Ticket TV just said, I think from the Hall of Fame, put him in any situation, he will elevate. He's accentuating some of the things that he likes to identify. This is what he identifies today. Being able to be great anywhere under any circumstance. I think that's what we get. This is what he wants. He wants to see Dre. What he essentially wants is basically he wants to see Dre go join whatever match with the Detroit Pistons and lead them to a championship to convince him that Draymond Green is all of them. You want to disregard the fact that they just like you have to take San Antonio improved, but they got great coaches, great players, the players who's going to see who's going from San Antonio and Chicago, being on the field back to great situation. Dennis Rodman was never put in a situation Dennis Rodman was never put in a situation where he had to showcase his scoring prowess because he was the best player on the team. He was always put in a situation where he could be just as small and then be greater than him.
Victory's in our grasp.
Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green are like coaches, because there's something called stars in your role. I'm sure there's a ton of coaches. I'm motivation, most of my Walker, the different opportunities, afterwards, you've never heard of these times basketball. Look at Draymond Green saying, I don't know what to say. The thing with the head is about this, remember, this is only Ticket TV tape. He has a 11-16 or 8 for how he looked. He said he doesn't walk, he said he doesn't like how he doesn't like the fact that he's talking crazy to people. He doesn't like the fact that he's physical violence to people. He doesn't like anything that Draymond Green does. He's no good. So we have to start with that premise, so we know exactly what happened about Draymond Green whatsoever. Let's see if we can continue to do this. They will be when you say it's walking. I want you guys to study the logic that is listen to what you see in the conversation. For Draymond to be great, Draymond, he wants to know Draymond to be great. You just said, you basically said,
I just killed him while I was getting jutsu'd.
In Hall of Fame.
I couldn't even see him. But technically I could. I had the strong gun too. Oh, thank you. This team is tight.
Let's go all out. Gather up. That's the spot.
Right here.
Gather up. Ready whenever. Gather up.
I just want to use him. I know GG. GG. Shout out to the person watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. Special item. I'll be alright.
Oh, hey there.
What type of special item? Y'all want to be arranged on this map? Let me see. What type of ranged character do I want to be a ranged character? What type of ranged character do I want to be a ranged character? See what we have here. Damn, it's crazy how Boruto can beat all these characters. It's crazy. Boruto can beat all. He might struggle with Naruto, and he might struggle with Kakashi. Just a little bit, but he can still beat them. Who do you think will win?
Time to head out. Ready for this? Gather up. Battle. Ready for this? Don't fall behind. Back me up. No escape. That's it.
Now let's play the circle on. Yo, why do they have our flag?
Ready for this? Gather up. Gather up.
Damn, son. I didn't know that worked for nothing. Get them off of me, get them off of me. Trash, bro. Thank you, oh my god, thank you. Bruh. Bruh. No more after that, bro. Bro. That's it. That was too fucking much. That was insane. Way too fucking insane. Oh my god. Wow.
What'll it be?
One second, I want to change my jutsu. I want to drop this. You guys ready? Alright, ready.
Yeah.
Oh shit, on rank 64. You got 3 healers, 2 healers. Okay. I just want to set people on fire. They die, they die. Once again, shout out to the person watching again. I appreciate it. What are we doing here? You can cancel out enemy ninjutsu with your own. Okay.
Go on. Try and stop me.
I can't lose this one.
Flame control. Back me up. That's the spot. Yeah, the ball behind. Nice. Let's go all. Inferno style. Flame lightning. That's the spot. Take this. I can't lose this one. It's over. No escape. Take this. Take this.
Oh, only got one person watching. Shit, right. Still the banger, still the probably. That would make people rage quit. Damn. You got that last kill. That was intense. Straight Molly Wop. Molly Wop. No more past that. I just got Wop. I mean, it's hard to lose when you got two healers.
Two healers. What'll it be?
I'm always want to rush something on.
Oh, hey there. do this. Looks like a worthy opponent. Go! That's the spot! Go! Win! Can't lose this one. No mercy.